Okay, welcome to my playthrough of Pillars of Eternity, and I just ran across one of the more grotesque things I've ever seen in a game, which is a tree that is dangling with some really odd fruit. Are you mad? No wonder this place looks. Do you want? No wonder this place looks half empty. The only answer you hear is the buzzing of flies from the tree.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever conceived a Hollowborn child?
What are you talking about?
An infant born without a soul, of course. Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village.
Okay, I have not heard of such a thing.
I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst.
He steps to the side and inclines his head ever so slightly toward the deformed tree.
His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here.
You said something about Hollowborn and Widewind's legacy before. He blinks. I forget that you foreigners do not have this curse in your homelands. The Hollowborn have been a scourge upon the dear wood for almost 15 years now. He lowers his voice to a whisper. Children born without souls. Pitiful dumb things that breathe, barely, but do not truly live. Some say the Hollowborn are a disease. Some say they are a punishment from the gods. In truth, no one knows, but they began spreading after the Saints' War, and so the name Widewind's legacy stuck in honor of that foul, blasphemous pretender. His voice shakes with vitriol. I see. Lord Radric's decrees may seem strict at times, but he has our best interests at heart. He nods. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. It is important that everyone in Gilded Vale understands our rules. I've been feeling strange ever since a close call with a bivouac. Is there someone in town who could help?
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all.
And what if it wasn't something an animancer could actually
But
do?
if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
Before I got here, I saw several people conducting a strange ceremony near some ruins. You'll want to mind where you mentioned that. Trespassing on Ingwithan ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw someone attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People will try anything these days. Barath have mercy, we certainly have. Maybe, I don't think so. Just as they were finished, there was a bivouac. If you'd been that close to a bivouac, you wouldn't be standing here. Goodbye. I do not
Keep
like
out
you.
of...
Well, this is not ominous at all.
Listen!
Two tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed.
How so?
3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
What do you mean? You come to us at a time of mourning. The legacy has struck at the heart of Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of Bareth must be redoubled. What happened? I will know more details when the messengers arrive. Vagaries of childbirth, perhaps, but that is not your concern. Does this affect the Lord's offer to new settlers? I can be sure of nothing right now. I advise you to get some rest, the inn or a stable for all I care. Find me afterwards. I will know more soon enough. Farewell. You I do not like. This tree I like even less. What if it's not the baby? Maybe Colts. Feels like we've been seeing more bandits along the road of late. Gosh, are you mad? Leave it for indoors. Oh, there's some conspiracy. You'd think these rains would be a boon for the crops. There's some conspiracy afoot. And I'm going to go. There's a guy with a name. Who is not a creepy. Oh, blood moss. Creepy ingredient. There's a way down.
Were you looking for someone in that tree? I could introduce you.
Looking for anyone who could help me feel better. My condolences. He exhales and turns his attention away, watching the village around him. Welcome to our lovely village. Lovely? Yes, lovely. Let's see what we got. Temple of Iothus. Aloth is a person's name. Blackhound Inn, that's road west. Afra's house. I need to tell her about her sister. Ingroid's house. Windmill. Blackhammer Smithery. Road east. And Windmill. Oh, and this down here, road south. And that's going to be north. Okay. Let me look at my journal. I have no side quests. Seek help for your condition. Okay, ruins of Salant. Escape the ruins. That's finished, isn't it? Sevens. That is. Oh, those are complete. That's why they're. Okay. Late for dinner. Speak with the innkeeper. Let's try that first. Did I didn't. Okay. I did not. Cyclopedia. Do we have a list for characters? Lore. We have a lot for What's the Saints' War. Began as a peasant revolt in Registeris, led by a farmer named Waidwin, who claimed to be the living vessel of the god Eothas. After overthrowing the Riadsarin government, Waidwin invaded the neighboring Deerwood, where he was defeated, destroyed by a weapon dubbed the Godhammer Bomb. Eothas has not been heard from since. God of rebirth, redemption, dawn, spring, and light, traditionally shown as a man bearing a candle and wearing a silver crown, believed to have possessed the body of the Riadsarin farmer Waidwin during the Saints' War, and been destroyed along with Waidwin at the end of the war. Okay. Do we have? No. Do we have a tips, backer content? Gold nameplates were designed by our backers. Tombstone, they are personalized messages written by our backers. Many of them break the fourth wall, so players desiring complete immersion may wish to avoid clicking them. Okay. Encyclopedia. I'm in the encyclopedia. Biography. Kaliska. Oh wow, it gives you everything you've done so far. And visions. Okay, cool. Let's go. You see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices and chopping gestures suggest argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hand for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Oh dear, this is a bar fight.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
Everyone calm down. Whatever this is about, I'm sure it's an overreaction. We're humble folk, but we're not fools. Not like he thinks, mocking us while he shelters in our village. We don't take that kind of talk from foreigners, especially not Adrians.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Oh dear.
Fie, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
Barrel licking tongue. What does that even mean?
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
That's where you're wrong.
I don't think attacking him is such a good idea. Back down, all of you. This is absurd. No one gives us orders, foreigner. Sounds suspiciously like you're defending him. And they're attacking me. Because they're stupid. Angry Talon. He's a berserker. I'm pretty sure he's a berserker. As the last of the attackers fall, the elf turns to you, tension almost gone from his smooth
Not
face.
quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
You mean for slaughtering them? You're welcome.
Well, that is one way of putting it.
Strange his hood, and you note the remains of fraying embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months' travel, but the leatherwork beneath it is
Well, I
fair to
suppose
find.
introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvisor, at your service.
How did you manage to get yourself... You better have more to say for yourself than that. Please, I didn't mean to drag you into
Well, I'm a
this.
wizard by training, and an
You're a wizard?
adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I am grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land.
Okay.
And how exactly did you come to be here?
I was traveling with a caravan, but we were separated near some ruins. Separated is a way to put it. They all died, and I'm alive, so we're kind of separated.
In Gwithan ruins? Oh, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. In half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
Several hooded figures operating a strange machine. Goggles that you slightly, the loft goggles at you slightly, apparently assessing your earnestness. Finally, he gives you a clipped, awkward laugh.
You do manage to find yourself in rather interesting predicaments.
Just how did you manage to cross those 3 tribes?
I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
You did tell that one man to go fuck his sister. Ah, that. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens all too easily after a few pints, and the accent doesn't help. I heard the same thing. For just a moment, he looks as if he's about to say something else. His expression brightens with mischief, but before he can speak, he forces a tight smile, biting his lips so hard you expect to see blood. Finally, his face relaxes and he shakes his head. I should speak more clearly next time. My apologies. You've got a co-pilot, don't you? Oh, it's a wizard with a co-pilot. This is the worst kind of wizard. Is that a Fistendantalus, or is that... Oh, by the looks of things, you've got a Ragnar or something in there. Oh dear. What are you doing in Gilded Vale?
An excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
And you? I've been experiencing strange things of late. I'm looking for an expert on souls.
Indeed. The local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists. He has rid himself of them almost as desperately.
Yes. Probably because a lot of them told him something that he didn't want to hear. I expected such expertise would be best sought elsewhere. You don't exactly look like a settler.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places.
I should get going.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
So do I after that issue with the bear. So do I. Let's go.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
Okay. So,
How may I help?
let's look at what you have. What else? Second level wizard, Adra, Gentry, Aloth. He's got decent might, average con, good dex, good perception, really good intelligence, plus 36% area of effect, plus 30% duration, plus 12 int will. Okay. All abilities and talents. Lovely. Plus decent resolve as well. Really high lore. Much higher than mine. Mine is 4. He's a 7. I guess not much higher than mine depending on how things are measured. He's got plus 5 accuracy, deflection, and reflex against distant enemies. He's got arcane assault. And distant advantage. What's arcane assault? Bolt of magical energy from the Grimoire that inflicts raw damage and dazes targets in the area. Overwhelms anyone in the area with brilliant and bewildering pyrotechnic display, decreasing their will and leaving them dazed. Creates a cone of fire, that's burning hands, in front of the caster, causing burn damage to anyone in the area of effect, which for him is 7.13 meters. That's a little bit more than burning hands. Caster's hands become so cold as to freeze what they touch. Does freeze damage to a target and reduces its accuracy. Minor missiles. 3 spell missiles that batter the target, inflicting crush or corrode damage. Plus 10 accuracy with them. Creates a duplicate of the caster to distract enemies, granting the caster a high deflection bonus until he or she is hit or crit. Okay, now you have spells per day. I'm not exactly sure how. I've got a little bit more experience than you. I'm not exactly sure how. Do you have talents? You have talents. What's Blast do? Blast on the target when using a rod, or scepter, doing a modest amount of damage to all enemies in a small area around the target. Okay. I don't know exactly how spells work. First, it looks like you have 3 first level spells.
Curses!
Okay.
Oh?
Interesting. I do not like this town. This is a very freaky town. This town is very nasty. It is scaring me. On the other hand, okay, here we go. Wish we had some minstrels in here. No. Thought this place was going under if the owner left, but it's
Certainly.
held out. There's Pasca.
Welcome.
Oh, it's you! Tinfrith told us what you did for him. It's such a relief to have him back. I can't thank you enough. I'm pretty sure he would be able to recognize. It would be easy to recognize me. How many pale elves are running around this part of the world? Consider yourself a favor of the house. Discounts on drinks, rooms. Tinfrith said he wanted to whip up something nice for you. He's already back to work in the kitchen. So what would you like? I'd like to know more about the Black Hound. Party game we just leveled. The actual building's been here for years, but the Black Hound's fairly new. We get a lot of new faces in here. Fewer than we used to, I'll admit. Tinfrith's the big draw. I'm sure we'll get the big crowds back again in no time. I used to work the tables, actually, until the old owner up and left. Nobody's sure what happened to him. Even left his poor hound behind. That's the name, see? The Black Hound. It's still sitting upstairs pining after him, poor old girl. Place ended up in my hands somehow. My very own inn. A lot of hard work involved, but it's been worth it so far. Please sit where you like. Would you like a drink or a room? We have 2 available at the moment. I'm afraid we can't offer much by way of a good meal today, unless you're fond of cold porridge. I could use some reliable help. Do you know anyone looking for work? Well, I wouldn't say I can speak from experience. We do have certain sorts coming by looking for work from time to time. If you want to hire someone, I'd be happy to send them your way. Let me see what I have to work with. Level 1 adventurer. I don't have enough money to hire them. Okay. You can hire adventurers. Interesting. Oh, and might as well do level up. Okay. 7 points left. Well, we're going to go ahead and increase lore 2. Wait. Oh, next one's going to cost 3. We're going to increase lore 1. Everything else, we're going to increase mechanics. No, let's increase athletics by 2. And it can't increase anything else. Got no more points left to spend. Okay. Athletics. Okay. Oh, fighter abilities. This is a class unlock. This is what they mean by class unlock. All of her energies to defending his allies. Lowers accuracy but increases the deflection of nearby allies. Increase steadies the fighter's aim, causing a percentage of their hits to be converted to hits, increasing the minimum damage for melee weapons. Conservative combat strategy concentrate on locking down enemies that stray too close. The fighter increases his or her number of engagement targets to 3 by the expense of deflection. Huh. It's a mode. Knockdown. I've seen that in use. It's actually fairly useful. Okay. That's a passive. Let's do the defender thing. No new talents to unlock. Okay, let's level. That's my timer going off in the background. We'll level up the wizard. And then we'll end this video. Ooh, unused points will be carried on to the next level. Let's give you some there. Let's go ahead and increase that. 1 more point left. You can increase your mechanics. Let's increase your survival. Okay. Next. Okay, level 2 spells. Oh, there's a Slicken. It's a knockdown effect on anyone in the area spell. It's a grease spell. Jolting. Shocking Grasp. That's neat. a Ghost Blades thing does pierce damage and hobbled affliction. That's a +3 move speed, +20 defense when disengaging. Eldritch Aim, +15 accuracy for 13 seconds. Parasitic Staff. Deceptively simple quarters. Plus 30% damage, 20% damage. Oh, okay. Okay. That's pretty nice. Okay. Chill Fog. It does freeze damage in an AoE and it blinds for some seconds. Spirit Shield. Damage reduction and concentration. Okay. Thrust of Tattered Veils. Quick strike of crushing force, dealing little damage but having a high chance to disrupt enemy spellcasters. Okay, let's see what level 2 gives us. Confusing enemies area. Confused AoE. Blinding Web. Binding Web. Web spell. Hobbled for 3.9 seconds versus reflex. Okay, it's an AoE hobbled. It's not as good as real web. Bulwark against the elements. Plus 15 damage reduction against elemental attacks. Combusting wounds. It's a dot. It's a burning dot. 26 seconds. Okay. Corrosive Siphon. He's the one that made the parasitic staff. Drains corrode damage as endurance over 13 seconds. Converting that essence. Oh! It does corrode damage, and it. That's nice. It's a vampiric heal thing. Shrouds the target's vision in total darkness, blinding them. Okay. That is AoE. 26 seconds. Fetid Caress. Paralyze. Afflicted with boiling pustules of foul-smelling liquid that erupt from their skin, sickening those nearby. Yar. Infused with Vital Essence. Giving them a temporary increase to maximum endurance to health. Okay. Merciless Gaze. Cast becomes able to see enemies' weakness. So 15% of hits are converted to crits. Okay. Miasma of Dull-Mindedness. -10 perception, -10 intellect, -10 resolve versus will. Mirrored Image. Increased deflection until hit or critically hit. Okay, it's like the decoy we already had. It's an improvement of that. Pure Necrotic Energy, causing corrode damage instantly and over time. That looks like it's a fairly large amount of damage. Ray of Fire. Target. Beam. Inflicting to the target and anyone caught in the ray. It's Scorching Ray. Rolling. It is Scorching Ray. Rolling Flame creates Flaming Spear. That is a Flaming Spear. 5-meter jump. 42.8 length, area of effect. Okay, what do I want? I am fond of control spells. So I will grab the Curse of Blackened Sight, and I like the Recover Endurance, so I will grab that. No new talents unlocked. And that will be the end. I'm going to save. And I'm not sure I saved, so I'm going to save again. Yes. And I'm going to end the video here. Talk to you later.